Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to the final match review of the season. It's Eibar 0, Barcelona 1. Honestly, I have to apologise really for anyone who sat through and watched that. It was a tedious game, you know, we knew nothing was on the line, we made rotations, a lot of the players just did not want to be there, but we have got the win in the end. We end there in third place. Atletico Madrid have won the league, if it's any, you know, condolences really for this season. So at least Real Madrid themselves have gone trophyless this season. But anyway, the pain is over for Barcelona. It's been another disappointing season. And let's get in, guys, to the last match review of the season. And of course, let's begin with the normal format. This was the team that Ronald Koeman went for. Look, you know, there was no real desire all over it, but Neto got his starting goal, and I suppose he got his clean sheet there. You had Araujo at the back with Mingueza, and De Jong was at centre-back. Look, for me, when we put De Jong in defence, it just takes away all of the ability he has there in midfield to drive forward and arrive late in the box and make things happen. But hey, that's what Koeman went for. Dest at right wing-back, Junior Firpo at left wing-back. That looks like it will be Junior Firpo's last 45 minutes for the club. He really struggled in that first half, and he did get brought off at half-time. And in the second half, we did revert to a back four, actually. In midfield, it was Busquets and then like Eibar. Busquets looks like one of the only real in-form players right now for Barcelona. And up front, it was Griezmann, Dembele and Trincao, which was meant to be exciting, but it was really poor. And in that first half, guys, it was just poor. It was just not good enough from Barcelona. Like I said, you know, it was just so tedious and painful to watch. It really is at this stage of the season. We've had a few games like this now in previous campaigns where, you know, we're just done at the end of the campaign, and it's just sad to watch. And this was, again, another one of those games. It was Eibar with all of the chances. They probably should have been actually at least a goal up at half-time. Neto made a few good saves. He also made some errors. We were giving the ball away. We barely got out of our own half. We had not one shot in the entire first half. It was just painful. It really was, you know, just drudging through the match, waiting for it to be over, and kind of hoping we didn't lose, because like I said in the match preview yesterday, if we lost today and Sevilla won on Sunday evening, that would mean that we would end the season 4th in La Liga, which would just be even more embarrassing. So at least, guys, we've got a win in the end, and Atletico have won La Liga, so it hasn't been all bad in the end, even though it is still embarrassing the way that Suarez there has won Atletico the league almost single-handedly. Not, of course, you know, just him, but he has provided the goals that they have been missing, and it was Barcelona who tossed him out in the summer. Really, guys, you know, that's what you get, I suppose, but Suarez, fair play to him. But for Barcelona, it was a really poor first half. And in that second half, like I briefly mentioned, Koeman did make 3 half-time changes. Alba came on there for Junior Firpo. You also had Samuel Umtiti, who came on for Oscar Mingueza, and also Martin Braithwaite came on for Trincao. This time we did switch to the back four. Umtiti came in, made a few errors. Eibar didn't have as many chances in the second half. To be fair, that might have been because we went to the back four. You know, that sort of means we have more possession. We're higher up the pitch, I suppose. But what you did see in the second half also was Ricky Puig come on. He came on quite early because the lights went off injured. Let's hope that that's not a long injury. Same goes for Brian Hill actually in the first half at Eibar. Let's hope he can get himself fit soon enough. But similarly to that first half, guys, you know, we weren't creating much at all. Eibar themselves, as well in the second half, weren't really doing much either. And both teams there, you know, with very little to play for. It was just boring, guys, you know, we're just trudging through the game, like I said. And in this match review, guys, it's hard for me to make, you know, I don't really have an awful amount to say. Finally, we did get a goal. You know, it was looking like it was going to end 0-0, to be honest. It was a goal almost out of nowhere. Dembele quite luckily gets through on the right-hand side, and the ball's bouncing around. He gets it into the middle, flicked off header there. When it falls to Griezmann, though, it's a great goal. It's a really good strike from Griezmann, and that's kind of what Griezmann's got in his locker. He definitely hasn't been, you know, good enough really for the 120 million price tag, but he is a player of a lot of quality, and that's a great finish from Griezmann across the goalkeeper. It really is. So fair play to Griezmann. Barca get their win. Even Pjanic got minutes at the end there. We win 1-0. That'll probably be that for Ronald Koeman, you've got to say. Probably the right call too. I think we've got to move on, guys, and start to really become a proper Barcelona team, because, look, today I won't judge it too much. Like I said, you know, the season's done, guys. You know, the players are unmotivated, but in general, we've got to be better. We've got to be so much better next season. That game's done. It was boring. It was pretty painful to watch. We got a great goal from Griezmann at the end. We got 3 points. Atletico won La Liga, so Real Madrid go trophyless. We have won the Copa del Rey, of course, in what was, to be fair, a really good campaign. You know, it was a great piece of joy, to be fair, you know, right throughout that tournament. So I did enjoy that for sure. But this season, guys, you know, again, it's been rocky towards the end. We revived ourselves midway through, but we did not get it over the line, and it was not good enough. And in the summer, guys, like I said, you know, you'd expect Koeman to go, but also I'm looking at a lot of the players. A lot of the players have to go. If the revolution is to be believed from Laporta, then it looks like a lot of them are going to go. Of course, we're already making some moves in the transfer market. Eric Garcia Sergio Aguero, Memphis Depay, all look like they're going to be coming in. I think you look at Emerson out on loan, that's another, no-cost transfer we can bring in at right back. For me, he should certainly be coming in. I don't think, of course, Roberto probably shouldn't be there. Then you got Dest, who of course should be there, but he could definitely do with some competition in my opinion. And then I think in general, like I said, guys, we've got to be moving on a few of these players. I've said that in previous videos, but just to end this one, because it is important to say, at the end of the season, it's time for revolution. We've got Laporta back. We desperately want changes. There was news earlier today that Lionel Messi looks set to stay. That's great news. I think we can see today how boring, how dull we are without him, really. And having Messi in your team, it's always good news. The best player ever. So hopefully he'll be there next season to help guide us to some titles. Next season, I want to be hunting for that La Liga trophy. For me, it's it's what bases the regularity of the campaign. It's what we should be targeting first and foremost. But again, guys, all we can hope for is big changes in the summer. Laporta to really mix up this team, to actually bring in some good signings, to sell some older players, to really get the dead wood out of this side. Because I think, today, you got Junior Firpo, Braithwaite, no disrespect to them at all the respect in the world for them, but we're Barcelona. We want a proper team here. And I think these guys, they're the obvious sales, really, aren't they? And I do expect Laporta to make the necessary changes in the summer. I'm going to wrap it up there, though, guys. I don't really have an awful amount more to say. Like I said, we're all waiting now for Revolution, aren't we? I will be making a few more videos in the coming days, just discussing a few transfers here, bits and bobs, maybe even a season review. I might want to do something like that. But then I might be taking a week break because it has been a really long season for me. I've worked my socks off here on the channel. I really have. So, I do appreciate all of the support you guys have given me. It does mean a lot. But I'm going to tie it up there. As always, feel free to leave your thoughts. I'll be getting back to as many of you as I can down there, and it's been a joy for you guys to really tune into the videos all season long. It's ended sourly again for Barcelona, but like I said, hopefully there are good times ahead with this revolution, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.